up with me, then come waving goodbye in a little old souped up jitney. I put my foot in my tank and I began to roll. Moaning siren, 'twas a state patrol. So I let out my wings and then I blew my horn. Bye-bye, New Jersey, I become airborne. Now you can't catch me. Baby, you can't catch me. 'Cause if you get too close, you know I'm gone like a cool.
Did I did that come through? I don't know why I said it like that. Hi. Words. Inquisition. Let's start. Blood trail. Oh yeah. Oh, here's some blood.
An active illuvian. If I'm going through it, I'm not going alone.
I didn't get my Steam Deck out. How could I possibly be expected to get a party without this? I am definitely going to have to charge this though, so 1 second. It's been a week, all right? It's fair enough. Turns out the charger was on top of my amp all along. Not in the other room where I thought it was. Oh, never mind.
This is the crossroads. Morrigan brought me here while showing me the alluvians.
It's pretty, I guess. Kind of stretchy. Ugh. Too many colors.
I'd forgotten all the colors.
Everything looks grey and murky to me.
But there's patterns all over. It's like glass from, where's it? Sorol, isn't it?
I wonder if it somehow looks different to elves.
How would that work? Eyes are eyes, or supposed to be. Oh, stupid place.
Right, who needs to level up? No one? I thought... I hate how there isn't just a static arrow that shows. Also... They make a massive deal out of all the colours, and then the bloom sort of... destroys all that. Oh. Well, that Hala statue turned into a skull. Is a blood trail going both ways?
Judging by the bloodstains he tried to get through here.
Is something wrong?
This mirror doesn't look broken, but it's inactive. Maybe there's a way to unlock it.
I'm going to save. Because that's an active alluvian that is not.
The blood trail leads to this mirror.
Let us see where this Kunari came from.
We will do. But he's not going to get any more dead, is he? So let's explore this one first.
Why are we playing silly buggers out here?
This unsent letter is dated 941 Dragon, a month before the opening of the breach. So, forgive the absence of my letters. The daily charades were ominous enough. Now Gaspard Chevaliers ride through my estates without so much as a by your leave. Time to rattle their swords. A shipment came the other day with things that will not travel well. Rare Navaran miniature of Andraste, a triptych lattice of thinnest oak from Tevinter, and, most wondrous of all, a pre-chantry full-length elven mirror. The mirror was discovered after an earthquake near Voldorma brought to light an unplundered elven ruin. I purchased the entire lot. There are some other minor artifacts and trinkets, and the mirror quickly became my favourite. My wife insists we leave soon, and I suppose she's right. I cannot bear to leave it behind. I'll send for the mirror when I am safely in Val Royal, and throw a party where you can marvel at it yourselves. Yourself, singular. Warmest regards, Yoan. Is this going to summon a horror?
Take down the demons.
Oh, look, it summoned a horror. Summoned a horror. What are you resistant to? Of course you're weak to fire. Fucking hate this fucking Ace ability limit. Well, I was insta-killed. I had 2 bodies then. Well, I'm dead again. I'm just gonna fucking cast this. The writing on these papers aches to be looked at, shimmering slightly as if under an enchantment. The notes are handwritten, but each letter is perfectly uniform as from a printing press. Notes on the first attempt, improper valences on the bindings woven into the materials led to a catastrophic unraveling. The first batch is lost. We will have supplies brought in from the same stock to illuminate whether the imperfection is within the materials or the enchantment. Don't have much cause for healing potions if the attack's insta-kill. My kingdom for a mic stand that stays where I position it. Let's explore.
Elven ruins. I'm not sure we're even in Orlais anymore.
Another Kunari.
Another Kunari, dressed like the one in the Winter Palace.
He's part of their military, dressed for war.
Is this insta-death? Yes.
Stop dying, you!
No! It's okay. It's flesh wounds. The camera is stuck. I am stuck. I can't move. The game didn't like me doing that. Okay, so I have looted that. So okay, I didn't lose anything then. Well, a lot of health, but health. 6, 9, 20, 6, 13. Oh, we've all got we've all got little healths. Even those of us who decidedly do not have. Petrified Kunari.
Looking for ruins and dead people. Why do I keep coming back for trips like this?
You return because the cause is greater than yourself, and to keep us humble, you are needed.
What?
I think she's mostly here for a good time. Okay. I take it back. I am absolutely the Herald of Andraste. But no. Fuck's sake.
Inquisitors down!
Scorch marks everywhere. This is the work of a mage.
A powerful one. I can still feel the heat crackling.
We need to find out why these Kunari were here and who did this to them.
Ben Harel. Oh, living Kunari.
Over there, Kunari. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to that island.
Someone's fighting them. Broken Alluvian. A not broken Alluvian. Let's try the not broken one. Oh. Hi.
The elves found a spirit here. It feels old. Very old.
What does it want?
Try speaking Elven.
Trielvan. Andaran Atishan Sadaran.
Well, that wasn't the answer. They turned hostile. Try listening to the Well of Sorrows then. Maybe Mythal can help. That was me thinking that maybe being an elf.
Scorch marks everywhere. This is the work of a mage.
Would help.
Powerful one. I can still feel the heat crackling.
We need to find out why these Kunari were here and who did this to them. Over there, Kunari. If we want to know why they're here, we've got to get across to that island.
The elves found a spirit here. It feels old. Very old.
What does it want? I think I know what to say. Milana de Thavarin. Rivas Vir Anaris.
Right. That wasn't weird. Normal as anything.
It was part of a ritual. A secret greeting from those Fen'Harel trusted. If Mythal's Well of Sorrows knew this, were they close? Friends or... I'm not sure.
Oh, it's quite simple. If you're a friend, you speak the password. The doors will open. But yes, Mythal and Fen'Harel were certainly close.
Canary were living here. Why?
These Kunari were running when they died. Let's fight. This battle began.
Oh, wait. This unsigned note is written half in Kunlat, half in the common tongue. The lettering in the Kunlat looks shaky. 10 more in today. No one saw me. More instructions. Please use second drop points. More people on the ground soon. That's better cover.
A letter by the Kunari. Why are they translating it into our language?
Is it? I thought it said that the Kunlat letters look shaky.
The Herald! Quick!
They're so concerned. I'm dying every 3 minutes. I'm just running through purple fire like it's nothing. Wolf's welcome. A wash of powerful magic carries an impression of welcome. Images flash by, elven slaves fleeing to this place in ancient times, greeted by others who then tend their wounds. Words are not so much heard as felt. Ben Harel bids you welcome. Rest knowing the dread wolf guards you and his people guard this valley. In this place you are free. In trusting us, you'll never be bound again.
That was like Veilfire. It claimed this was a refuge for elven slaves.
Slaves? Of other elves? The old elves? Pissers.
This whole valley was a sanctuary created by the dreadwolf Fen'Harel. This doesn't make sense. In Dalish legends, Fen'Harel is our god of misfortune.
Who made the legends, I wonder? I imagine a race of people who had slaves and then suddenly didn't would consider the Liberator.
That Amphibian only took us a short distance. That's the same lake we saw from the other tower.
So the old elves had many uses for these devices.
A herald of misfortune. Hi.
Wounds on the back, no blood on his sword. Someone took him by surprise.
This can't have happened too long ago. The blood's not even dry.
Here we go again. What a change of pace from the Winter Palace. A clear sky, a beautiful view, and yes, fields and fields of stripweed as far as the eye can see.
Strip what?
Terrible stuff. Looks like grass, stings like a knife, and causes sores if you so much as brush against it. So, of course, everyone in Menrathus insists it makes a very decent tea.
Nettles. You're describing nettles. But also it does make a very decent tea because it turns out the boiling process, well, the nettles prick your skin and basically inject vinegar into you. Destroy the what's it called? Hairs. And they're fine. Wave of powerful magic carries a pang of hope. Images flash by, a man in wolfskin standing with a group of freed slaves, clasping one's arm in friendship. Words are not so much heard as felt. Fen'Harel has been falsely named a god, but is as mortal as any of you. He takes no divine mantle, and asks that none be bestowed upon him. He leads only those who would help willingly. Let none be beholden but by choice.
This is Fen'Harel helping former slaves as a mortal, not a god.
He took great pains to renounce his supposed divinity.
But Fenny helping is bonkers.
Fen'Harel sounds like quite the rebel. The old elven gods must have simply loved that.
Wonder why he became a god of misfortune. Oh, the fire's still lit. A wash of powerful magic carries a sensation of bitter fury. Images flash by, elven mages enslaving tens of thousands, making arrogant proclamations of godhood. Words are not so much heard as felt. The gods, our Evanuris, claim divinity, yet they are naught but mortals, powerful in magic, who can die as you can. In this place we teach those who join us to unravel their lies.
This claims the elven gods were just Evanuris, powerful, but completely mortal mages.
Was this the start of an uprising? Freed elven slaves against their former masters?
If that's true, Fen'Harel was teaching these freed slaves the truth about these false gods.
A whole bunch of ancient elven Coryphiuses. Anchor discharge. The anchor now automatically generates focus over time. Discharge the accumulated focus by using the new ability in the battle menu where the mount used to be, or by pressing the assign key by default equals. Discharging the anchor makes your party briefly invulnerable. The anchor also glows brightly for a short time, lighting dark areas and revealing objects hidden there.
I'm not sure. It stopped at least. This looks like it fits into that pedestal by the broken bridge.
Fine. It didn't really help because I could already see well enough. I didn't mean to do that. I don't want to fucking heal. Wait, was this the last place I said? Bugger. Well.
This claims the elven gods were just Evanuris.
Are you hurt?
I'm not sure. It stopped at least. This looks like it fits into that pedestal by the broken bridge.
I kind of don't need a light source because I can see in front of me anyway.
Creepy here, yeah?
A little bit. Whoops. Whoopsie doopsie. The dragon? I should have gone around the other way. Well. Is that the mirror it was pointing to? Hi. Very snazzy. Even got a guardrail. Someone cares about safety. Penhalel, apparently. Well, they're no longer fighting.
Canary!
The Inquisition doesn't need lies.
Boom. See? I killed a couple of them, now I'm at full health. I didn't need that supply cache or a healing potion. I heal through death. Hala. When you said make contact with the Kunari, you could have just said kill the Kunari. Implied we might be having a nice little chat. This is not, in fact, a nice little chat. You're large for an elf. Oh, okay, never mind. It's reforming. Purple fire. Okay, did walking bomb miss? Walking bomb needs a clear line of sight, and most of the others don't. Oh, look, another bot. Which is actually a fucking cesspool these days.
Why did those Kunari attack the Inquisition on sight?
Kunari never act without orders. A commander in the Qun must have given them.
Are you saying the entire Kunari nation wants us dead?
Well, at last the
Oh.
Inquisition and Tevinter have something in common.
Wait, one sec. Let me just ban this bot.
That's Fenharel, removing a Dalish elf's Valasleen.
Not Dalish.
They weren't Dalish yet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the markings used to have a different meaning.
See, Sarah? You're right.
What's this?
It's not a great bow, is what it is. What have we got? Following stacking bonus is granted on ability use. Could do that. We'll see. What is my large amount of health? Might end up preferring the health. 146. This is about 100 health. That doesn't make sense. I don't know. A wash of powerful magic carries a sensation of determination. Images flash by former slaves in ranks with Fen Harel armed and strong. Their skin is clear, their face tattoos, the elven Valislin are gone. Words are not so much heard as felt. The brand of Evanuris can be lifted from you. That all may know you oppose their cruelties. None here are slaves. All fight under our protection. All may choose to fight.
Hidden weapons. These freed slaves actually fought back against the Evanuris, posing as gods.
Interesting word, Evanuris. If all it means is mage leader, well, they were basically magisters.
The Dalish are going to shit themselves.
Right, I get the picture. Hmm. Oh, you're dead. Okay. Ow. You can fucking blow up. Okay, I keep dying and keep coming back. It's fine. I'm basically Captain Jack Harkness. You know what, though? I'm gonna get my health back because the damage isn't good enough. The, like, cost. Who did I give it to? I gave it to Sarah, didn't I? No, you can have that. And I take the belt of health and take the 200 extra damage. Let's have a check. Health 946. Yep, that would do nicely. It said it's at the cost of a lot of health. I don't think it was a lot of health. It might have been like 50 or something. Leslie is written with a common tongue. I've read your report. Station your people in the abandoned elven towers by the lake. Short distance from its entrance to the mirror that connects to Hallam Shirel. We'll need the space to lodge our people after infiltration is complete. There's a map of the crossroads at the bottom with an arrow from the elven ruins Luvian to the Luvian that leads to the Winter Palace.
The letter says the Kunari came to these ruins because the Alluvians connect to Hallam Shirel.
A staging ground for an invasion.
It was some sort of infiltration. There's no more details.
It's been too long since we've traveled together. I've missed it.
Glad you're back, Cassandra. You need a break, and I need you breaking things in front of me.
That's cute. Looks like a lot of explosives. A lot of fire around the explosives. Remember, if you wish to remove the statue, light the second sconce from the left as you face the wolf's head. Use the blue-green flame in the brazier. It's magic, but it will not harm you. Remember your duty to the Kun. When you light the sconce, a box clutched in the statue's paws will open. There's an item inside. Do not touch it. It is old and elven. We will have a Sarabas examine it for magic when the time comes. Nah, you won't.
Let's look for anything that explains why the Kunari came here before we go.
This gore-splattered letter was written in both Kinlat and the Common Tongue. 2 hours ago, an unknown intruder penetrated our defenses. Masked and cloaked, a mage. Used magic to awaken spirits and turned them against us. The intruder moved as if they knew this place. Fled after spirits awoke. Dozens dead. Spirits keep attacking. Engagement not wreck up. The rest of the letter is illegible. The blood is still wet.
A note about an unknown intruder coming through an alluvian. They turned spirits against us, then fled.
It must be a mage. They killed any Kunari in the way and let the spirits do the rest.
2 parties then. The Kunari and a mystery agent determined to stop them. Come on, we have to warn people about the Kunari's designs on the Winter Palace.
We will. But first, I'm going to go pee quickly. See you in a minute.
Radio tuned to rock and roll. 2-3 hours passed us by. Altitude dropped to 505. Fuel consumption way too fast. Let's get on home before we run out of gas. Now you can't get me. No, baby, you can't get me.
came to me within a dream. Not everyone is who they seem. All these words we can't redeem. Like the great magic of our world, corroborated by your words, splitting planets into thirds. Baby, oh baby, baby, my baby, oh baby, oh babe, I miss you. La 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 la, baby, oh baby, baby, my babe, baby, oh babe, I miss you. To all the leaves that fall in vain, while God and Goddess go insane. All these words in your domain. The watches kill time as the books read. Inadvertently we bleed, fighting for what we deceive. Baby, oh baby, baby, my baby, oh baby, oh babe, I miss you. La 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 la, baby, oh baby, baby, my babe, baby, oh babe, I miss you. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Now why can't you see that you always put purpose on nearing the end of the world? Just leave me alone. Leave me alone. Why can't you see that you always put purpose on nearing the end of the world? Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Baby, oh baby, baby, my baby, oh baby, oh babe, I miss you. La 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 la, baby, oh baby, baby, my babe, baby, oh babe, I miss you. Can't get the stink out. He's been hanging around for days. Comes like a comet, suck at you but not your friends. And then he'll get to you and teach you how to be a holy cow. You do it to yourself, you do. That's why it hurts. You do it to yourself, just you. You and no one else. You do it to yourself. You do it to yourself. Don't get my sympathy hanging at the 15th floor.
I again. Had to refill the soap dispenser. And then I had to buy more soap. Fun. Off we go. Oh look. This is where the alluvion that was behind the gate was.
One dead Canary was bad enough. Now we have more, and they're hostile.
This makes no sense. The Canary may not be friendly to the Inquisition, but they have no reason to attack us.
They also have no reason to be here, or using Illuvians at all.
I've had the mirror placed under guard for now, Your Holiness.
Cullen, please just call me Liliana.
Yes, Your... Liliana.
Yes, your Lady Anna.
It appears the relative peace and quiet of the last 2 years is coming to an end.
First the Blight, then Mages and Templars, then Corypheus, and now this. Can't we go 10 years without the world falling to pieces?
We must ensure that the Canary do not disrupt the negotiations. The Exalted Council is in a very delicate state.
I'm certain you can soothe the nobles' ruffled feathers while we solve the real problem.
Not when the Inquisitor insults everyone present by walking out in the middle of the talks. Our only advantage is that Orlais and Ferelden are divided in goal and grievance. If they unite against us, Divine Victoria will have no choice but to support their claims. We could lose everything. I know we're asking a lot of you, Ambassador. I promise we won't make this any harder for you than necessary. I know, my love. I'm sorry. I will attend to the Exalted Council.
And while Josie does that, we will investigate.
We, Your Holiness?
You do, Josie?
I'll head back to the crossroads. We need to find out what the Kunari are doing and why they attacked.
And I'll have a quiet word with our honor guard.
Josephine's still up here?
I'm glad to see you safe after venturing into the crossroads. I do not have to tell you to be careful, my love, but... Tell me, these strange spaces past the Illuvians, are they safe to explore?
Absolutely no way.
Probably not. We know almost nothing about how their magic works. I think in this case, I would have preferred a... You've accomplished so much in the calm of these past years. I wish you did not have to imperil yourself for us. Again. I won't take unnecessary risks. I have someone far too important to come back to. And she will be happy for your return. Be safe, my lady. Please. I will do what I can here. Once the Canary are dealt with, brace yourself. The Council is just as relentless. Hello, my love.
Hi. I've picked up dog treats for Cullen's little friend. Hey, Varric.
Everything going all right so far?
Any word from Hawk?
I got a message from, well, best not to name an entire chain of smuggling syndicates and light company. Anyway, Weishaupt is apparently the special kind of vest that only appears when Hawk shows up. I'm not entirely sure how it'll all play out, but my money's on Hawk walking away from the Warden's fortress as it explodes.
I don't understand how you just become a Viscount.
When the ruler of a Marcher state dies and there's no heir, the nobles of the city pick a new. Only none of Kirkwall's nobles actually want the throne. Most of them think it's cursed, actually. They can't leave it empty, though, or some other state like Starkhaven or Ansburg will probably invade.
Darkhaven tried that, didn't they?
Complained about the of the office when it interfered with my reconstruction efforts. They took that as volunteering.
I'm surprised no one from the Council of Heralds wants your autograph.
You just missed them. Duke Cyril keeps asking me for spoilers for my next book.
So, Bran used to be Viscount, and now he just follows you around?
Provisional Viscount.
Pretty much.
With a permanent appointee finally in the Viscount's office, I am free to return to my post as Seneschal.
He means my true calling is arrogantly telling people they can't talk to the Viscount. He's good at it, too.
We'll talk more another time.
I'll be here if you need me.
Bye. Go see Mosh.
Cut you down to size. Scout lays Harding taught about taunting. Laughs a light will
Meriden, you okay?
born of the ground, loyal and sound, Inquisition bound. Scout lays Harding, battles calling, Inquisition's bloody prize. Scout lays Harding, smile at warning, smack at fear, and laugh in their eyes. Born of the ground, loyal and sound, Inquisition bound. Scout lays Harding, without warning, makes men fall like tarnished crowns. What can be said to all who have fled? The dwarf would have read.
Conrenier?
Need me for anything?
What is it like, being a warden now?
Things are in upheaval. There have been heated arguments about the future of the Order. I wouldn't be surprised if we tore ourselves apart.
What do you think's going to happen at the Exalted Council?
Maker, I have no idea. Politics always makes my head spin. The Inquisition shouldn't have to give in whenever some prissy noble gets their knickers wedged somewhere.
It's nice to have everyone back in the same place again.
I have to admit I missed it. What does it mean when we need a huge diplomatic talk or the world ending just to bring us together? I got the chance to have a few drinks with Sarah. Miss that girl. It's still a little awkward talking to Cassandra, but the commander appears to have forgiven me, finally.
Until later.
Take care.
Hi, Cole.
He broke the dreams to stop the old dreams from waking. The wolf chews its leg off to escape the trap.
What? Dreams. We'll talk about Fen Harel and the Fade.
Sometimes the cow takes your gold. Barefaced but free, frolicking, fighting fierce. He wants to give wisdom, not orders. It always had a soul. The question is the answer.
What, this unit? This unit always had a soul.
They made bodies from the earth, and the earth was afraid. It fought back, but they made it forget.
If this unit didn't have a soul, it wouldn't ask.
When this is done, I will slip back safely, a spirit. Someone is hurting. He needs me to remember who he is. Rainier, Rainier, Rainier. It still hurts, but you helped make it better. He can mend it now.
Hello, and shh. I'm trying to figure out why everyone is acting so weird. I mean, besides because Canary assassins and everything. You see it, right? There's something going with the elf servants. Makes sense after that ruin, right?
It's been a couple of years. How's everything sitting with you?
It's weird meeting back up and seeing everyone get their grey. First time I've been anywhere long enough to get fond of things. Leliana's friendly when she wants to be. My people sometimes do things for her, like I do for you. All that blood and thunder just so everyone can live well in our once around. Good lesson, I suppose, if there had to be one.
When you start going on about elves, it's hard to tell if it's about them or you.
Yes, yes, you're ever so clever. Arse. Point is, the servants have no complaints. No asking for a Jenny. They serve this lot, but don't want them done for anything.
So, the nobles are nice, and the servants are happy?
Two things that have never been true. Mark that I said it. We're fighting Canary, but something else is on the up.
I suppose you've a lot to say about that elven ruin, about the creators.
They're not even demons, just big magey knobs punching down. And yes, the shits who use them to make me feel broken can still eat it. But always waiting for that fight is way too much work. It's like doing half the hurt for them. Maybe we're old now, but I'm tired of it. I'd rather worry about people I care about. Like you. Are you alright with it? The creators?
I don't think I am, Sarah.
I don't know words that fix things, but you have friends. We're real. Please remember that.
We'll talk later.
Oh, one thing. My new Jenny near Wycombe says your clan's doing well. Nice that some things work out, even if everyone's too busy to notice. That's why I notice things.
That was cute. That was really cute.
So, you and the bard. You know most bards are spies, right?
You were a spy, Chief.
Look, I just don't want you to get burned.
Don't say it.
Because then you'd be creme brulee. Creme brulee.
Anyway, how's Meriden, Krem?
Graham, I understand you and Meriden are seeing each other.
Yes, Your Worship. I mean, we've just started, so...
Oh, come on. Get in there. Show her what you can do.
Listen, Chief, there's this thing you may not have learned growing up Canary and all.
Hey, I'm great at foreplay.
That's good to know, Bull.
I didn't mean foreplay, I meant courtship.
Oh, well, that's a waste of time. You two are good though, right? You need me to talk to her about... things?
No. Thanks.
No, I think he's got this. How are the charges?
The charges have been with the Inquisition for a while now. Is everyone still happy?
No complaints, Your Worship. The Inquisition's been good to us. We'd disband and join the Inquisition officially, but the Chief gets this sad. I suggest it.
The loyalty is touching, Crab.
I'll talk to you later.
Anytime, boss.
How did Varric, of all people, become the Viscount of Kirkwall? A mystery for the ages.
Oh, the Seekers?
I hear you've been rebuilding the Seekers.
Slowly, but yes. I managed to find a few of my former comrades who'd scattered to the winds. Some of them were unsuitable, and I did not ask them to return. Others felt as I did, once they read the Lord Seeker's tome. We've since recruited a few candidates who are going through training now, with full disclosure. What comes after this, I cannot be certain. I'm making it up as I go along.
Sounds familiar.
I thought you'd appreciate that.
So what do you think of the Chantry?
You ask me just to poke at me and see if I react, don't you? It is what it is. Most Holies reforms are interesting, to say the least. I hope they last once Liliana is gone.
Yeah, same.
I think it could have been far worse. You and I both remember the dark times we faced. Sadly, others have far shorter memories.
What do you think of the Exalted Council?
They are frightened of your power. and there is no longer a hole in the sky to remind them that it was needed.
We could remind them. Maybe they're right.
They might be right.
Do not say that near them unless you want to give them the scent of blood. Even so, I would wait and see where this leads. Calmer heads may yet prevail.
When has that ever been the case?
I'm an optimist. Just ask Varric.
I'll see you later.
Farewell.
Don't understand what happened with the Harlequin. Was that a quest? Because I found them earlier and they just disappeared. Was that a mini quest? Anyway. Wow, there were words in that, I swear. That wasn't just noises. It was totally just noises. Hard in Hightown, Chapter 13, by Varric Tethras. In the Lowtown Bazaar, Donnan paused to pay a little elven girl to play courier for him before making the long climb back uphill to Hightown. It's a lot of steps. Careful glance told him the scar-faced Ander and the tattooed Chastened were still tailing him. Donnan was certain they'd love the Viscount's keep. He passed beneath the stone gaze of the cormorant statues, flanking the gates, and nodded to the guards on his way to the barracks. No one noticed his ragged, bloody clothing, which disappointed him as much as he benefited from it. Recruits these days, always slacking off. Donnan bypassed the captain's office and went looking for Javelin. By now the kid ought to be rested up, and Donnan suspected he would need backup if his large, suspicious shadows decided to pick a fight. Javelin's bunk was empty. Donnan noted a blood splatter on the bedding and a scent like lilacs. All of his gear was missing. In the center of the bunk was a note. Bring the blade to the keys tonight at midnight. The boy dies. It was signed with a wax seal, 6 crossed swords. Oh. Notes carried back and forth by runners, covered in different handwriting. What do you say, gentlemen? 3 days before the Inquisition sees sense and aligns itself with Orlais. Properly this time, M. Nonsense, Marcel. Proudden is here for blood. A day before they either demand it or outright threaten war on us if they don't get it, L. The Divine will intercede. She must. Victoria and the Inquisition are too closely connected in everyone's eyes for her not to interfere, A. You have great confidence in the Chantry, Elaine. 1,000 royals worth of confidence from each of you if the Divine settles the fates of the Inquisition. Done. 1,000 for each of you once the Inquisition cedes sovereignty to Orlais and the Council of Heralds. Next. Blackwall in the last 3 years, an excerpt of a report bearing the seal of the Grey Wardens found among Inquisition files. Tom Renier participated in Grand Tourney. former captain of a Legion army, known for murder, treason. Also known for impersonating a Grey Warden. Warden Constable Blackwall Valchevin. Member of the Inquisition, played role in defeat of Corypheus. Status: recruited, joining, survived. Assignment: 3 marches, Weimar Mountains. Reporting to Warden Staudenmeier on ongoing investigation of Weimar prison. Oh. Somewhat less interesting now Corypheus is gone. thrilling conversation. Skin like gauze across the sky, I sigh and fall in evening's lakes, the pools of which deep as your eyes, the eyes of which pierce like wakes, drakes, heartaches, cakes. Maker, I hope my lady's patient.
What is this now?
Was there something you needed?
Leliana's back.
Have you had a chance to speak with Leliana? Away from work, I mean.
Some, yes. Liliana has kept in contact, unofficially of course, but it's good to see her again. Arguing with her in person is far more satisfying.
Back to the Winter Palace.
Do you remember the first time we came to the Winter Palace?
All too well. I've already answered a half-dozen questions about my personal life. The reason we're here is because we made a difference. That's worth enduring the political small talk.
Is there any news from Ferelden? How is your family?
My sister Mia keeps me informed. As I understand, she's training my nephew to best me at chess.
Sometimes I miss the people I knew before Haven. We get so busy. It's easy for time to slip by.
Perhaps. I'm not sure I regret that. There's still some time before these years balance those best forgotten.
Is there anything I should know?
We were permitted soldiers here, but our every move is watched. Some things never change.
I should go.
Inquisitor?
Leliana's over here. Notes carried back and forth by runners covered in different handwriting. Have you seen Ambassador Mantillier trying to cool everyone's tempers after the Inquisitor ran out of the Exalted Council? M. The goal. Levalon has some nerve. L. You notice the runners at the Divine's quarters. Everyone is demanding the most holy address the affront. If anything, Inquisitor action strengthened Ferelden's position. I'll take it as fuming. Lord Seal won't let him push. This is as good as sealed, my friends. We'll see.
Divine Victoria?
Please don't. It would be nice to just be Liliana again for a few days.
Of course, most holy.
As you command, most holy.
How's the hero Ferelden?
How are things between you and the hero of Ferelden?
We see each other whenever we can. There is gossip, of course. People will call me inappropriate. But love is one of the Maker's greatest gifts, and nothing to be ashamed of. Start and end with love, and everything else falls into place. As Divine, I have tried to spread this message. It's taken some time, but I think people are listening, especially now.
Tell me about your nugs. Did you get any new ones?
Oh yes! A litter was born just a month ago.
So
We're
cute.
weaning them right now. If you are hoping for one, I'm afraid they're already spoken for.
Miss the Inquisition?
Do you miss being our spy master?
I think I miss the people more than the work. Josie, Cullen, I didn't notice how much I liked having them near until they weren't. We write, of course, but it's not the same.
Have your agents any news I should hear about?
There is activity in the Tirashan. Strange elves, like those at the Temple of Mythal. No news of Solus, however.
Perhaps later, Leliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
Bye-bye.
Inquisitor, is there something I can help with?
Nah.
Perhaps later, Leliana.
I'll be right here if you need anything.
That guy's, like, armor and posture just for a moment reminded me of HK-47.
what can I do for you?
How are things for the Circle of Magi?
If you call it the Circle while they're in earshot, you'll never hear the end of it, my dear. The College of Enchanters is a ridiculous mess, but it's still a useful institution for training mages.
Sounds like it's what it's meant to be.
I wanted your opinion of how Divine Victoria is working out.
Leliana is managing to hold the Chantry together, just barely. Likely your influence.
I think you're selling her a bit short there.
We'll talk another time.
Dorian! Magister Parvus. Oh, wait.
Quite the party, wasn't it? I hear it left the Orlesians and Fereldans completely aghast. Andraste's herald, the Inquisitor, toasting a Tevinter Magister. Not a bad scandal to leave from.
What is this ambassadorship about exactly?
I believe my father set it up, but the Imperium certainly didn't object. They'd love for the Inquisition to fall apart, so they're happy if it seems they consider this council a waste of time.
That makes no sense.
No? If Dread Tevinter actually pushed for the Inquisition's end, everyone else would disagree on principle. So they send a nobody pariah and hope for the best. Makes perfect sense to me.
What did you do in Tevinter while you were away?
I'll tell you what I didn't do. See Father even once. Mother tracked me down once, which was nice. I also went to Carinus to see my good friend Maevaris. Then I settled some of Alexis's affairs. That wasn't fun.
Any thoughts about the Exalted Council?
A few. Divine Victoria needs a new tailor for one. From the paintings of Leliana and that enormous robe, you'd think she was pregnant. Could cause a delicious scandal. As for this whole Exalted Council business, well, I warned you once that no one would thank you for saving the world. Sadly, I'm always right. So long as the Inquisition's around to remind them they're not really in charge, they'll never sleep comfortably. Whether they have the guts to take action, I suppose we'll see.
Another time.
I look forward to it.
Again. Indeed. I don't know. I generally have no idea where I went. I couldn't look at the world map. Probably should have read that more closely. This fountain was erected in commemoration of the end of the Civil War and the slaying of Corypheus by the Blessed Herald of Andraste, Inquisitor Arian Wen Lavellan, on the 42nd year of the Dragon Age. Let the song of its water be as laughter, let the cool of its stone be as memories gone. Dedicated by Her Imperial Majesty Empress Celine, in memory of those who failed to protect and preserve the Orlesian Empire. basically just bull. Never mind, it's not that great. It's not that great a staff. It really isn't. It's a worse staff than it is great axe, though. What was an axe? What was Guess we're going back through the Alluvion. I explored up here yet. Arp.
Good day.
Well met.
There must be something here.
Yep. I love how she's staring straight at the Alluvion and it's like, I think there might be something nearby. You think there might be? Get an inkling, you know? So, that tarot card. Anyway, if we could have this version of Solus, the base game would have been a lot easier.
That path wasn't there before.
It's the Canary, right? Rocks can't move themselves.
They might be able to here. We have no idea how the crossroads works. If it's anything like the Fade.
Don't know what to tell you.
So that's how the Kunari moved the paths.
Do a thing, rocks move. Switches are fine, whatever they look like.
Shall we see where the Canary went in such a hurry?
Oh. No, we won't.
Not quite where we wanted to go, but still not bad.
Remember this fight being quite difficult. I'm just gonna attack you. Because what I really want is to be able to use my ice attack. Here we go. Vivian. You're an icy girl. You could, like, blizzard that guy. You're shooting through my, shield. No wonder this is hard. I'm doing no fucking damage to the bastards. How much barrier it has. Oh, Sarah's dead. How the fuck is that rage demon still alive? How is Sarah alive again? Oh, did you do your thing? You might have done your thing. What does that 27 mean? Not a clue. Could have used me icy boy. Right, if I die here, I'm gonna probably bring a tank next time. You have not managed to kill any of these demons. Oh, we are dead. Where's the Inquisitor? Oh, there she is. He's got so much fucking. So is that 43,000 health remaining? I hope it's not 43,000 barrier. What does this even do? Doesn't look like much. Did not look like that did much at all. Oh, dead again. Could you, like, cast Blizzard here or something? Oh, am I dead? Oh, I'm back. God, that did nothing. Even when I use its specific weakness, it's got so much health. This Rage Demon is so much more powerful than any Pride Demon I fought. Where's my watch buzzing at me? Doesn't matter. Welp.
Quite where we wanted to go, but still not bad.
I'm assuming if I go... Whoops. Back to the Winter Palace and back through, I get to choose a new party. Well, this loading screen is taking a while. Game crashed or not? Right. Okay. Pressing Alt F4 briefly loaded the thing. Right. So the game had loaded. It was just stuck on the loading screen. Did I get as far as party select? I don't think I did. I must have done. I don't remember. Well, at least this time I brought a fire mage with me. Come on. Jump up. You got this. You can do it.
Right, if we're killing demons, let's kill
Some Roddy Demons. Well, that was a lot easier with Dorian. Are you going to attack or what? You have an ice staff. I can't look. I can't look what I have equipped whilst in combat. Really wonderful. The time I most want to look at what I've got equipped, actually. Rage demon's nearly dead. Rage demon's dead. Oh, let's just throw everything I've got at the remaining despair demon. So maybe not ice. Maybe everything except ice. Basically dead, nearly. Maybe not the AoE either. Maybe throw everything else I've got besides those two more useless things. Maybe even a walking bomb. The eye that weeps. Well, it's just heavy for its size, the master is clammy and sticks jealously to flesh. The gem in the center contains a liquid that glowers a sluggish red in bright light. Condensation slowly forms on the gem's outer surface, no matter how many times it's wiped clean. Notes on the second attempt. Elegance eludes me. The aim is to improve coordination of the body and sharpen the perception of the heart. The graphs do not live long enough to plumb their worth. The current process is ruin. This batch is lost. Begin again. Little model Araval. Now I'm supposed to go through there. What if I don't? Oh, a skeleton. That bodes well. Not a var chair. Throne. Mold and rot have eaten most of the pages of these books. The remaining vellum is covered in spiky handwriting, with spelling that is either archaic, wildly idiosyncratic, or both. Saw it cross from the Volca, that witch draggeth souls down to Yetzlada with brine dark. His beast preyeth upon humble wits and goldsworn. Even the tower's keeper declares, I will rest here if Yut would ease me. The Alven, which pulled me grip up for my end, kens he is the last of his kind. But made it known Alven lives south-like. He says Yut would not be as Yut was, and I said that's ever true, and he laughed lark-like. Come dark, he showed me a mirror deep and strange, and Luvien sworn to being in his family for Revenant. Okay. No particular resistances. Well, Dorian was insta-killed. Sarah, you doing okay? Well, that rift did fuck all to them. Cassandra is such a good fucking tank. Like, he's not actually able to do any damage to her at all. Like, she's at full guard, full health. I don't know how much damage she's doing to it, but it's sort of irrelevant. Sort of irrelevant. No matter how loosely this belt is tied, after a few steps it wraps itself snugly around the waist. The stitching, while fine, is a strange thin thread that resembles hair and can't be cut with even the sharpest knife. 1% heal on hit. Notes on the third attempt. 2 enchantments whose matrices should have meshed, caught. The combustion caused such damage it broke several previously forged pieces. There is now a resonance between them, however. And light on my thoughts. An enchantment linked in tandem as the neck turns or the head or the wrist twists the hand. I already have. Oh. Mm-mm. Minus 100% damage resistance. I don't want to get rid of Kitty's collar. I know the damage resistance is kind of bad. It increase all damage dealt, but it heals me 75% of the time when I die. So it's 20% critical bonus, 10% attack, 10% critical chance, and 10% movement speed and another 10% movement speed. So attack speed and movement speed. It's a heal on hit that would be kind of useful. Take that off. Ah. Let's give all of these to Dorian. I guess we're going back then. And I'm going to save here because it's gone 3 o'clock in the morning and I need to pee. I'm going to end and then eventually go to bed. In the meantime, let's see who's online. Let's drop you off somewhere. Eventually. Here we go. When that happens. Right. Let's see who's doing things. Yeah. Retro. Right. Really want spoilers for Split. Let's raid Beja Nash. Let's actually do this on Twitch, wouldn't it? Useful. Right. Can I? Yes, I can. Right. Let's check. Let's check joystick. Let's have a look. Are they still online? It's dropping on Halb Dark. Drop in on Halb Dark. I'll be back. I'll be back probably tomorrow. Good night. See you later. Have fun.